Hi, everybody, it's Kara. I want to officially welcome you to our May Hustle for the Muscle Challenge group. I'm so excited to have all of you here, and I'm really looking forward to guiding you and cheering you on over the next couple of weeks, and hopefully that will turn into months and quite possibly a lifelong journey into better health and fitness and stronger mind, body, and soul. Okay, so I wanted to make a quick video, first of all, to welcome you and to tell you a little bit more about this group and to give you my top tips for success. You guys, I have been a coach for over 4 years. I have run hundreds of challenge groups. I have studied people. I have watched, who has a lot of success and why, and I have done my very best to narrow this down into a few, I think, substantive topics that I really want you to focus on and own so that you can crush this for yourself. Okay, because our primary objective is to get better every day and for you to reach your goals. And there's nothing more that I want than to see that happen. So here's how we're going to do it. Success tip number 1, be clear on why you are here. As much as this is a challenge for you physically, this is a challenge for your mindset. And it is so important to take the time in the beginning to write out. You can share with me privately, you can share in our group, but you need to have in black and white so you can see it, why you're here, what you want. Okay, there is so much strength in that. It is powerful. It is ingrained in your brain when you take the time to write it out. So I really want you to connect with why you're here, what you want out of this, and what pushed you to make this step. Okay, it's important. We are all here for a certain reason. There is a purpose for you to be here. So please take the time to write it out, and I want to know, share it with me. Okay, number 2. No negative self-talk. How you talk to yourself and about yourself is really, really important, you guys. And I have to catch myself sometimes because I think we all do it. We say to ourselves, oh, that was so dumb what I did, or something like that. You have to stop yourself and retrain your brain to be positive. That positive self-talk is so important for your attitude, for your energy, for your mood, for your productivity, for what you bring to other people's lives. If you are constantly down on yourself, this is not going to be the journey that you want it to be. So that has to change today. Got a great quote here. I am. It is 2 of the most powerful words because what you say after that shapes your reality. So if you constantly think about how you're tired, guess what? You're always going to feel tired. Let's use this as an opportunity to strengthen our resolve and strengthen our mental will and our bodies and our minds. So this might seem a little out there for you, but I can share in the group if you want. Just make sure you comment somewhere in our group that you want more information on incantations and saying affirmations in the morning. But it's really important. Instead of saying things like, I am overwhelmed, tell yourself the following. These are great things, and these are things that I say during my workout, when I'm being pushed to my limit, when I'm being challenged, if I'm having a hard day. Through the rough times, I remind myself, I am strong, I am powerful, I am beautiful, I am worthy. These are things you need to remind yourself every day. So keep that in mind. There is no negative self-talk here. We are a place where you are going to feel uplifted. You are not going to feel judged. You are going to be supported. You are going to be loved. You are going to be celebrated. And it starts with you. No negative self-talk. Success tip number 3. By failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. Guys, read through your packets. Open up that box. Open up the box. Okay, I'm going to do a separate video on Beachbody On Demand. There's somebody working in my yard outside. But you have access to everything. You have all the tools and resources to be successful. Open the box up, read the plan, understand what you're going to be doing. Get yourself a game plan, map out your food. we have complete meal plans, so you can literally just print out day 1, day 2, day 3, and you know exactly what you're going to be eating. You got to go to the store in advance. It takes some planning, but the more you do in advance, the easier it is during the week. Remember, this is actually designed, preparation is designed so that in the moment, it is easier for you. You don't have to think about it because you've already thought ahead. You've already prepared. So have a game plan, okay? Schedule your workouts. Think about this right now. What is going to be the time that you dedicate every day to bettering yourself? Are you going to work out in the morning? Are you going to work out at night? Guys, the beauty in this is that you choose. You get to do whatever you want, but you have to schedule it. It needs to be on your planner. You have to have your game plan so that you follow it. It's an important appointment with yourself every day, your workout time. It is your you time. It is the one time where you're not going to focus on anything else and all the distractions of life and the worries and everything. You are going to do this for you so you feel better, and you give yourself that endorphin boost, and you get stronger, and you work towards your goals. So you're going to let us know, when are you working out? And it can be whatever time you want, as long as you stick with it, because the game is getting consistent and building your habits. Think ahead. Okay, number 4. Real talk. This is some tough love already. If you're in your head, you're dead. This is a Tony Robbins quote, and I loved it when he talked about this concept at Unleash the Power Within. Fear and doubt is what controls most people. It's human nature. It's our brain. It's our brain going into survival mode, that anytime we're uncomfortable or anytime something is outside of our comfort zone, we rationalize and we come up with all of these reasons why we don't need to do what we said we wanted to do, what we actually know we really want. It's your brain, it's your mind playing tricks on you. And so you really have to get out of your own head in this challenge, in our group, and in life to get what you want. So you have to decide right now that this time is going to be different. And then you have to say to yourself and say to all of us why it's going to be different. Okay? Your mind is a muscle, and every time you work it, every time you fill your head with optimism and positivity and all the good stuff, you are working that muscle and you are getting stronger mentally. So I want you to be really mindful about how you're spending your time. Does what you're doing right now align with your goals? We all have downtime, we all waste time, and that's okay, but what percentage of your time is downtime? That's what you have to be intentional about, is because everybody says, oh, it's hard in the beginning to find the time to work out. It's not when it's a priority, and it's not when you are mindful about how you're spending your time. How much time do you watch TV? How much time are you scrolling the internet? How much time do you spend scrolling your Facebook newsfeed, where it's really not doing anything personally for you, but it's like a release, or you're sort of dulling your mind. You want to prioritize your time and make sure those workouts come first, because you're here to work on you and get better. And this is how we're going to do it. So you want to get out of your own head every single day and be intentional about that. And I have a 2 to 5 minute free monthly text that I get from, it's called Darren Daily. I can provide you with this information in the document. Subscribe to it. It's 2 to 5 minutes. You get a great little video sent to you every single morning. Really helps give you the right perspective, the right mindset going into your day, so you wake up with a good attitude and ready to kick butt. Okay, number 5 success tip. Participation here yields results. Let me repeat that. Participation here yields results. I know it's hard. I know it might be awkward and uncomfortable in the very beginning to post and share pieces of yourself. That's the way to get the best results. After 4 years of doing this, running hundreds of groups, without fail, you guys, the people who show up, the people who post, the people who talk about their journey within the challenge group, the people who engage with others and build friendships and really, really share what they're going through and have that accountability, those are the people who get the best results. Why? Because that's the accountability. That is you immersing yourself into what you want, and that is a healthier, happier lifestyle. This group right here, we are going to support each other. We are going to lift one another up on the hard days. I can promise you, you will have hard days. Life will get in the way. Some things will happen at work. Your kid might be sick one day. You are going to face challenges throughout this journey. And it is your engagement here where people can actually lift you up on those tough times that gets you through the hard days. I can honestly tell you there have been days where I was going to skip a workout. I felt really bad about myself. I logged in, plugged into my group, and my challengers inspired me to work out late at night. And I didn't want to miss that workout because I didn't want to let anybody down. And I'm telling you right now, we are a team. We do this together. There is no man left behind. And so if one of us is struggling, then all of us are struggling. When we approach it that way and you're in it with the group, you are going to push yourself beyond what you thought was possible. So participation here yields results. I am going to have fun prizes. I am going to have a point system to help you every day so that you're active and you're participating. The reality is, if you don't post and you don't participate, how do we know when you're struggling or going through a hard time and you need a hand? You need somebody to remind you of why you're here. You need somebody to remind you of how strong and how capable you are. It only happens when you plug in here, okay? This is where it's going to happen. The magic is going to happen, but only if you show up. Number 6, anything you track, you can improve. Anything. Chloe, sorry guys. So I'm going to have a quick sheet. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, guys. If you are a 21-day fix person and you are doing the 21-day fix program and you are following portion control, which I highly recommend that we all do portion control, search 21-day fix apps, and there are tracking apps for containers. Track it. Do whatever works for you. Chloe, do whatever works for you. So it's going to be simple. I'm going to have a simple little form. These are the important things you want to keep track of every day. How much did you sleep? How much water did you intake? What were your containers? What did you eat? What workout did you do? How did you feel? That's the kind of thing you want to keep track of every single day, because if you're intentional about it and you're keeping track of it, you will make progress. That's the way it works. It's science, guys. Chloe, I'm sorry, one quick second. Come here. You're going to get in trouble. You're going to get in trouble. Don't bark at them. Okay, my guard dog. Sorry. Almost done. Number 7, trust the process, believe in yourself, and you will astound yourself at what you can accomplish, you guys. Trust this process. I am asking you to trust me. I am asking you to trust the process and do the things that you will be exposed to in Beachbody On Demand. Do the things that I ask you to do in the challenge group. Participate. Give yourself this gift, and you will blow yourself away, okay? So simple. Believing in yourself, that's what I talked about, getting out of your own head. And I'm more than happy to recommend books, audios, podcasts. You really, really need to dig into this up here. Okay, because that's going to get you through the tough days when you don't want to work out. And let's be honest, we all have those days. My last tip, number 8, success tip number 8, got to take ownership. Ownership is the name of the game. Own where you are today. Own every single day in this journey. Show up for yourself. Be brutally honest with yourself about what you want, what you think has held you back in the past, and why this time is different. You have to make that decision. It comes from you. I can't do that for you. The moment you take ownership, you are brutally honest with yourself, you show up and participate in this group, you are going to blow yourself away. You really will. The changes that you'll experience are going to be incredible. I can't wait to watch it. I can only watch it when you show up in the group. So we're going to do this as a team, you guys. Those are my success tips. Sorry I went a little bit long. I want this for you so badly. The question is, how bad do you want it? What are you going to be sacrificing? You're going to have to make some changes. Certainly in the first week, it is the most difficult. But once you start, man, that is the hardest part, is making the decision and saying, on Monday, it goes down. Understand that not every day is going to be perfect. There are going to be hiccups along the way. But thank goodness we have this group to cheer one another on, to lift each other up, to remind each one of us how awesome we all are and that we can do this together. And I just can't wait to see how you guys absolutely flourish. So let's kick butt. Let's crush it. May Hustle for the Muscle group. It is on. See you in the group.